Hello, online crew. How are you all today? I've got a very short, sweet, but important message for you guys today. So stay with me to hear what that is, because what I want to chat to you guys today about is the fact that so many people on social media are, sounding the same. They're all a little bit what I would call, do you know what I mean by the word vanilla? Like they just sort of blend in with everyone else, saying the same thing as everyone else. So how do you not do that? From your perspective, if you want to be successful on social media, sort of how do you stand out from the crowd? How do you get more people to buy from you? Hopefully you were with me yesterday. If you weren't, you might want to catch yesterday's live where we talked a little bit about, if you and somebody else has got exactly the same thing to offer, why should I buy off you? So that's a really important discussion. And I did tell you yesterday, for those of you that were with me, that I was sort of continuing the conversation on today regarding the same sort of topic, if you like, in how do you really stand out from the crowd on social media? So this is really important because so many people are showing up in a particular way, which isn't really sort of authentic and genuine to themselves. So I want to have a little chat with you guys today about that. So how are you all? Are you having a good day? Is it the start of the day, beginning of your day? For me, in Australia, if you're not aware, I am in Australia at Saturday morning. We've got lots on this weekend. We've got a tennis grand final that Zach is in. This afternoon, we've got a basketball grand final that Ollie is in. Tomorrow morning on Sunday. So there are lots of things happening in our world this weekend. So I hope whatever you're doing this weekend, you're going to have an amazing time. If we haven't met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain, which just means we are here for a bit of fun. And our community is full of home-based business owners, direct sellers, those in network marketing, MLM, that kind of business model. If you've got anything that you sort of do from home and you are leveraging social media to do that, we talk about modern strategies here to help you sort of move that journey along a little bit faster. So welcome to the community, our online crew. If you have not been here before, let us know in the comments so we can embrace you. Who's here with me today? We have Crystal, we have Cherie. How are you? Both Crystal and Cherie are life members of our coaching community. Hey, Jamelia, how are you? Good to see you on. Michael, now I believe it was your birthday yesterday and I missed it. So happy birthday to you, Mike. I saw a comment after the live and was like, oh no, I missed Mike's birthday. So did you have a lovely birthday, Michael? Say happy birthday to Michael, everybody. Good to see you on. Hello, Yvette. How are you? Good to see you on. We've got Rashidat. If I'm saying that correctly, I'm sorry. Do you have a nickname? Rashi. I think Rashi is a good fit. What do you think? Tell your story and be authentic. There is no one like you. Good, Cherie. I love that. So what do you guys think that helps you stand out from others on social media? Like Cherie was saying, what do you think really helps you stand out from the crowd and everyone else on social media? Share with me your thoughts. I'd love to know. Yes, I know what you mean, vanilla. So I'm glad you know what I mean. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Good to see you on. So comment in, what do you think really helps you stand out from the crowd? Hello, Donna. We've got Gina here as well. It's annoying to see the same theme over and over again. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Hi, Linda. How are you? Doing awesome. Hope you're well. It's spring break here, is it? Today and all of next week. So enjoy. I hope the weather picks up for you. Friday, 7:02 in Jamaica. I am going to get to Jamaica one day. I've got lots of friends in Jamaica and lots of people from the community from Jamaica, and I am going to get there one day and visit you. Okay. Park run today. Get run alongside the ocean. So do you guys know what park run is? It's all around the world, organizations, and they get together and they just all run. I'll just share with you, it's just a squirrel moment, guys. I think I might have shared with you, or some of you who know me really well would have noticed, I think it was this time last week, was it? Or was it the week before? I had you can pretty much tell in my eyes when I've got a really, really bad headache going towards a migraine, like I'm just a dead giveaway in my face. But what I'd done before that is Zach and I got up really early in the morning And we're up really high from where the ocean is. So some of you guys will know my view, and we can see the ocean and the hills. Got an amazing view here. So it's kind of hard to walk on a really steep. So I like to run down and walk up. I can't jog up because it's far too steep. But and it really takes your breath away when you're walking up because it's really steep. So jog down, walk up. But what I found with my body is jogging downhill. My body went, I don't like that. And I had a headache after the first day, and I did it again the second day, and my headache stayed for 6 days. So I don't think I'm going to be running downhill anytime soon. Michael, I know you're an amazing runner. You run pretty much every day, don't you? Just doesn't agree with my body going downhill. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Good to see you on. Does that mean you're new to our community, Sarah? If that's what you mean by me. So please embrace Sarah and welcome her to our online crew here. We've got Olive. Happy birthday, Michael. Look at all the birthday messages coming in, Mike. So we missed the love yesterday. Hey, Beth. But you've got the love today. Hello, Eddie. Great to see you on. We've got Melissa as well. Thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday, Michael. Shadat. Did I pronounce that correctly? So it's the last part, not the first part. Shadat. I'll remember that. Okay. Anyone appearing like this, it just means you're watching from my group. 6 p.m. Central Reader Canada. So anybody watching in the group that appears like that and you know you've commented, just click the StreamYard link at the bottom of the description in my group. Anyone's welcome into our free group. I've actually got the link up above in the description from on my business page as well. So come join us over there, but you do need to click the StreamYard link for me to see you. From the UK, you're up late, Sarah. You're not asleep yet. So I've got lots from the UK that watch, and I know you're up late. You're up very late, so welcome. So great to see you guys all here. I could keep talking to you, but I better get on to sort of the topic today. So how boring would it be if we all looked exactly the same? We all wore exactly the same clothes. We all, just physically looked all the same. I mean, life would be a pretty boring place. And that's not how we're born. Everyone's born a little bit different. What happens on social media is people build up a fear. People are scared to be themselves. There's fears that kick in, like I'm not good enough, I'm not successful enough, I don't look good enough. So people have fears getting on social media and showing, live video, live faces and stuff like that. It shies, people shy away from things like, TikTok and Reels and other social media platforms because they don't want to dance and they don't want to show their face or their body or things like that. Like people have a lot of fears around, just got to put that on silent. Sorry, my phone's dinging away there. People have a lot of fears. But what we've got to really remember is that if you try to be somebody else on social media other than who you truly are to the core, and I can share my experience with you. Some of you would have heard this before. What I'm about to share with you about my journey is that I thought I needed to be a certain way on social media. I thought I needed to show up a certain way. I thought I needed to be an expert. I thought I needed to have more knowledge and skills and success to be able to put my face on camera and put myself out there and be vulnerable to social media. A lot of you will know that I come from the corporate world, so I wore a suit every day, lots of staff, lobbying, politicians and all that kind of stuff. So that was my kind of corporate vibe. You get a vibe from somebody, and that was my world, and that's what I tried to be on social media because that's what I thought I needed to be. I thought I needed to be really professional. I thought I really needed to know everything about my topic and what I was talking about, and being an expert in my field and all of that kind of stuff. Didn't work. I was trying to be somebody that I wasn't. I was trying to portray that I had more skills than I did at the time. It doesn't work. It doesn't mean you can't have similar branding messages and topics and content as somebody else. You absolutely can. There is no difference a lot of the time from what Mel Robbins tells you to what Tony Robbins tells you to what Dean Graziosi tells you to, all the personal development people out there. They're not really saying anything different to you, but you'll follow them because of who they are. Okay. There's going to be lots of people that teach the same things that I do. The more you look at like this, the more Facebook sends you. If you're not aware of that, once you start looking at this kind of stuff, the algorithm goes, oh, I know what Helen likes looking at. I'm going to send Helen all these different people that talk about the same thing and then confuse the hell out of her and then send her off in shiny object syndrome because she thinks she needs this, that, and all the rest of it. Have you been there, done that, guys? That was my journey in the beginning. Oh, I could learn from this and I didn't realize the algorithm worked that way back then. It was like the more that I looked at, the more Facebook sent me, the more it's training I suddenly found myself watching, the more things I was paying for in webinars and ebooks and all the rest of it. And it's like, hang on a minute, I'm here, there, and everywhere and achieving nothing. I want you to give yourself permission to be 100% authentically, genuinely you. You can say similar things to somebody else on social media, but it's the way you say it. It's your personality behind it. It's being real. If you can talk on social media like you're sitting on your lounge with a glass of wine or a bourbon or a beer or a water or a coffee or whatever that floats your boat, and you can sit on social media and have a chat with your audience like you would be sitting in a lounge room chatting with a friend, that's what's going to help you stand out from the crowd because it's real. It's authentic. And I don't doubt most of you sitting here listening live or catching the replay are scared to do that. Would that be fair to say that some of you are afraid to let the walls down? And it may not even be consciously. You may subconsciously just sort of think you need to be a certain way on social media. The people that move their businesses faster on social media are just being themselves. So like on a personal profile, you can be yourself. That's what it's there for. You shouldn't be pushing a lot of your business on your personal profile. It's against Facebook policies and procedures anyway. But it helps people get to know you. And this is where people say, oh, I do a Facebook Live on my personal profile and I put a Facebook Live on my business page. And it's worlds apart. I get so much more traction on my personal profile than I do on my business page. No kidding. It's your warm market. You've had your personal profile probably for 10 or 15 years. And people have been hanging out with you for years. You might have had a business page for 6 months, a year or 2 years or whatever. You just can't compare that. But you probably may be more you on your personal profile. But when people really get to know you, then they'll start getting interested in your business and what you're teaching and what you're sharing. If you've got a business page where I come across this a lot and I felt this way too, it felt like a bit of a fraud. It's like, how can I brand myself this way when I'm not really an expert in this area? I'd never recruited anyone online before, but I was sharing my journey with attraction marketing because I was learning it. I knew to the core I didn't want to build the way that I had been building. I knew I wanted to build my network marketing business through social media. Some of you may be aware that I don't really talk to anybody in my little local town here about what it is that I do unless I establish a need in our conversation, or, I think my business could be really beneficial for them, like really helpful for them. Or, unless we get into a conversation, they say, what the hell do you do, Helen? You're always online and you're doing things, but I got no idea, sort of what you do. And then we'll get into that conversation and we'll go from there. Like, I don't sprout my business to everybody. I don't push it on anybody. I'll have a conversation with somebody about what I do and my multiple streams of income and everything that I do online and my network marketing business and my online business and the consulting that I do and the coaching community. Like, if somebody asks, I'll share. But I'm not pushing my business or my products or anything on anybody. And this is the attraction marketing way. But in the beginning of my journey here online, there was a point where I'd never recruited anybody from the online world, yet I was talking about it on social media. And so you feel like, how can I talk about this when I haven't really done it myself? Does this make sense to you guys that follow a similar journey to myself? Just because you haven't had the success yet doesn't mean that you're not learning that journey, and you can share what you're learning with other people, but just do it in your own authentic way. Don't copy other people. You may use their content as a guide, but make it your own and say it in your own way. As I said before, like, personal development is personal development is personal development. Anybody that you listen to in personal development, they're not really saying anything different. Really. It's just who you're listening to and taking the message from, because you resonate with that person. There is billions of people in social media, and there is a tribe waiting for you to show up and share your wisdom and your gifts, but they come from you. If you swear in normal life, swear on social media. I know that sounds strange, but if that's who you are, be you. If you're quirky, if you want to wear a hat, wear a hat. Even if somebody sends you an email saying, I can't take you seriously because of your hat, I don't care. That's their problem, not my problem. I love my crew here, and I just like to have a little bit of fun with it. You know, hopefully you guys have got to know the little things about me, the way I twist my words. I say things backwards. I make up words. You know my kids' names. You know what they're doing sometimes. You know, I share me with you. Took me a while to get there, though. So I'm giving you permission to let those freaking walls down and allow yourself to be you, because you know what? That's your point of difference. You can say something very similar to me on social media, but say it in your own way. Don't use my branding. Don't use the word online crew. Don't copy other people. Find your own thing. What's your vibe? What are you good at? What do people know you for? If you don't know, ask somebody that knows you really well and say, what do you think my characteristics are? What do you think when you think of me, what do you think of? Ask other people and then think about that. And that's like, okay, well, that's what I can bring to the world. That's me. That's me. Genuinely, 100%, authentically, genuinely, you, no one else. So when you are trying to be somebody that you are actually not, if you're copying other people because you're looking up to somebody that's successful, like a leader, and they're doing certain things and you think, I'm going to do that, just do it in your own way. Do it in your own words. Do it in your own character. Just do it like you're sitting in a lounge room rather than sitting in front of a camera, because it turns people into different human beings. I see it on the live video challenges a lot. People suddenly turn that camera on and they turn into a robot and they're reading notes and they're a different person. And I get that's the fear of live video and wondering what people think and whatever, but you can't get better at it unless you keep doing it. So keep doing it, because the more you do it, the more you'll become truly authentically you. And where I really see this is people that come back and do multiple video challenges, and it's generally about the third challenge in, and I'm like, there they are. There's their personality. Now they're getting more comfortable. Now I can really see the little cool character that they actually really are. The quicker you can get to being the real, raw, authentic, and if it's messy, fantastic, because people resonate with mess more than they resonate with perfection. I say that over and over again. But, like I said yesterday, just be a human before you're a marketer. A lot of people turn up on social media and it's the marketing piece that takes over. It's like, oh, I've got to give good value and I've got to do this and I've got to show up a certain way and I've got to look good and I've got to dress right and, all the rest of it. There was one network marketer I was listening to a few months ago, and they made their claim to fame on social media in their dressing gown, because they were a mum, life was messy, had a baby, but just went live just in the moment, being really raw, authentic, still saying cool stuff, probably saying the same stuff as other people, but did it her way. And people followed her because she was doing it in a dressing gown and it was just as real and raw and as authentic as you can get it. Now, I'm not saying you need to do lives in your dressing gown, but the quicker you can just allow yourself just to be whoever it is that makes you as a person. People are friends with you for a reason. You've got things about you that people like and people gel with. So allow more of that to come out on social media and stop trying to be somebody that you're not, or copying somebody and all their content and their branding and their vibe. People copy me all the time and I can see it. So, it's not that the people can't say similar things. Like if you're selling skincare, everybody's selling skincare. If you're doing weight loss, how many people in the world sell weight loss products? What your products represent, everybody could be saying a similar thing, but it's the way you say it. It's what you bring to the table. It's letting the walls down, allowing yourself to be you. And I've been there, done that. I spent probably best part of close to a year being somebody I thought I needed to be on social media. And it's not until you do it more. So some of you are not there yet because you just haven't been doing it long enough. But this is where I'd say manage your expectations on social media. So many people come in and out of this industry because they expect to get success online in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Do you even have an audience yet? You need to deserve an audience. You need to deserve engagement. You can't just post and go, I don't get any engagement. How much have you brought to the table in who you are and what you can offer people and how you can help them through social media? It's not a right, to just show up on social media and suddenly get a following and suddenly get people engaged with you. You have to earn that right by the effort that you put in. But the quicker you can get to be truly authentically you, you've all got friends. You've all got a circle of people that love who you are because of who you are. Not necessarily even what you do. It's because of who you are. We're in a relationship business of know, like, and trust. So get people to know, like, and trust you, your personality, who you are. Just let the walls down and just, allow yourself to be you. Okay? Does this make sense? Am I getting through to any of you? Can you let the walls down a little bit more? I'd love to know what you think about this. Do some of you think you're still hiding a little bit by social media by thinking you need to be somebody or more educated or more successful or look a certain way? How many of you are hiding behind social media because you don't like the way you look? So let's see what you guys have to say. Janet, I started my show and for some reason was so nervous and tongue-tied. It frustrated me. I think it was because I was trying to be more professional than I should have focused on just being me. Next episode would be better. Awesome evaluation, Janet. What it does tell me is how important it is to you. That show. And when Janet means show, she just means a live video. So she's just doing, one a week and making it kind of into a show a week. It's because it's important to you. So that's good, Janet, because it's meaningful to you. But you just got to be Janet. Janet is an amazing human being. Those that know Janet know that. And Janet's just got to allow Janet to be Janet. Janet doesn't need to be anyone else than Janet because Janet is beautiful just the way she is. Okay? So just allow yourself just to be you, Janet. Just flow with it. And you'll get there quicker. I'm a bit more comfortable on live video, but I'm still not being my fully weird, sassy self on live. So allow yourself to do that, Crystal. Allow yourself to do that. Because honestly, the quicker you get there, guys, the more people will connect with you. Because we're in a relationship business of human beings. Yeah, we're behind a screen, but people will fall in love with you quicker if you're just you. And if they don't gel with you, they're not part of your tribe. They're really not, and that's okay. Let people self-discover whether they're part of your tribe or not. And if they're not, they're not. Not everybody will gel with everybody. That's life. Not everybody is your friend. Not everybody in the whole wide world is your friend, but there is enough people out there for every single one of you to have your own amazing tribe on social media if you allow yourself to be you more. Okay? Bring on the real me. Go, Janet. Love it. Makes total sense. Makes perfect sense to me. I show me and keep it moving. Cool. Makes a ton of sense. Yes, we love Janet. You made me cry. Good, Janet. Because you just got to realize the beautiful person that is within, and that's all you need to be on social media. Okay? I'd be crying all the time. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad, and everyone needs to be prepared for my tears. And that's okay, because it just makes you passionate about the good, the bad, and everything in between, Beth. It's not a bad thing to show who you really are. Some people are just not emotional. They're very cold and they're very direct, but that's them, and they'll find their own tribe. So people are not always going to gel with everybody, but if you just allow yourself to be, you, sooner rather than later, it will help you find the right people to follow you, to message you. What is it that you do? Or I loved what you said today, because, you'll connect with the right people. Okay. So let the walls down and give yourself 100% permission to be 100% you. That's what helps you make a stand out from the out. Even if you're saying something similar to somebody else, you say it in your way, with your words, your character, your branding message, not somebody else's. Don't try to copy somebody else. Be yourself. Okay. I'm going to leave you with that message today. I just encourage you all to embrace that for what it is, because that's what's going to really help. Everybody's looking for the shiny stuff, the funnel, the automation, the algorithm, the hack, the things like that. But what's going to make you really successful on social media is actually you, what you do, what you say, how you show up, how quickly you allow yourself to be you, being authentic, genuine, caring, empathy, letting your audience know that you actually really genuinely care about them and their results and what solutions that you've got for them. Okay, so food for thought. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing weekend, whatever it is that you are doing. And I look forward to seeing you guys normal time next week for whatever it is I'm going to bring to you next week. Okay, so thank you for being here with me live. Those of you that are here regularly live, I so appreciate you. And those of you on the replay, I know a lot of the UK people catch the replay because of the hour it's on. But I'll catch you guys next week. Have an amazing weekend. Bye.